Ultimate success is one who has gathered as much experience as possible, paying as much attention as possible. How many opportunities you missed because you did not notice them when life presented them to you? What blinds us from noticing and paying attention? Nothing but our lack of training our attention. Men are romantic by nature. Sex is a large part of his romance. It's a signal that he can afford to take care of her. A woman is generally shrewd. She is practical first, safety next, and romantic last. She also looks for. I'm V.R. Sampath, aka Sampath Ramanujan, a retired Indian Police Service officer, PhD in English Literature, and MFA in Creative Writing and Consciousness, US. Come, subscribe to my Absurd Conversations channel. Click the buttons to like, share, and get notified. Comment and keep watching. Body Awareness Part 4. Beauty, Body and Mind. What is the aim and purpose of Absurd Conversations? It's a noble cause to get knowledge of reality, to know about our nature and to know our place in the universe. Robert Lanza, a famed scientist and philosopher, helped me formulate beautifully my ideas as above. To understand these three questions and get to know the answers is nothing short of enlightenment. There are claims that some individuals had divine calling and attained enlightenment throughout the history of mankind. But for the rest of us, a vast majority, we depend on facts and fact-based evidence. Can science resolve the issue all by itself? Asks Lanza. Let's talk about gender wars. Someone said men are romantics disguised as practicable and women are practical acting as romantics. I think this has a grain of truth. Men are romantic by nature. Sex is a large part of his romance. Generally, he takes the initiative of approaching a woman using pickup lines, etc. If he is wealthy, he shows off his possessions or a good job as a come hither signal. It's a signal that he can afford to take care of her. He is ready to take risks for this. Online cheating is aimed mainly at him, albeit exceptions. In short, he goes the extra mile when it comes to romantic interests. When it comes to practical issues, he thinks he can manage them with the help of his money or job. On the other hand, a woman is generally shrewd. She is practical first, safety next, and romantic last. She also looks for control. If a man is young with money and is controllable, then romance comes to her. If money is there, she can compromise on age, but control is essential. If he is young and moneyed, reproduction and security are guaranteed. If the man is shrewd enough, he will play around with the control aspect, keeping her on her toes. Unfortunately, his romantic nature comes in the way, and only much later he regrets his folly. She keeps complaining about control, but remains within the relationship for the other two, money and age. If the man drinks, she resents it, not because of any other reason, but for loss of her control during the time he remains under intoxication. Man looks for a beautiful body in a woman. A woman looks for not one but three things in a man: security, money, and control. But no one looks for a beautiful mind. Another thing about body and mind beauty: they are inversely proportional. For body, youth and beauty go together. As you age, beauty dims. Some people make claims about graceful aging. Many people chase youth like chasing a train picking up speed, which forever recedes from them. For mind, it becomes more and more beautiful as you age. But that beauty goes unappreciated because of age bias. Next, let us talk about the power of attention. We are born with an exchange program embedded in our systems. We have a body, a survival instinct, and 5 senses to glean impressions from the surroundings. We are given one more thing. That commodity is neither in the brain nor in the body. Its origin is unknown. Non-dualists say it comes directly from the self or soul, as the common man understands it as mind. It's called attention. It's like a bank balance given to us by creation. Go pay attention and get life experiences. Just as a father gives a little money to his young son who is venturing out on his own to start his life. It's only limited, and the expectations are you develop it into a big fortune. Similarly, attention. You are expected to train that faculty and increase it manifold, so you get as much experience as possible. In other words, you pay attention to get experiences. Like you pay $1 to get your dinner in a restaurant. If you have more money, you go to a better restaurant and eat a variety of dishes. Hence, you start paying attention to your life and events. You develop the art of paying attention at an early age. As your attention span increases, your experiences change and transform. Ultimate success is one who has gathered as much experience as possible, paying as much attention as possible. We don't even notice it is our ability to notice that has brought us success. We attribute it to so many other things, events, people, etc., but not to this important hidden trait. If you look back at your life critically, not getting immersed in self-justification and self-pride, you will realize how many opportunities you missed because you did not notice them when life presented them to you. It may be opportunities or contacts which, if noticed and taken advantage of, would have transformed your life and given a completely different level of experience. We didn't. Then we blame life, others, luck, and scores of other things for our failure. What blinds us from noticing and paying attention? Nothing but our lack of training our attention. Like everything else, attention can be trained. It's like a muscle. You have to train it to lift weights. If not, it remains weak or disappears totally. Similar thing happens with attention. Meditation and breath watching are nothing but training our attention and paying attention to focus. The biggest hurdle to training attention is distraction. A wealth of information creates a poverty of attention. Economist Herb Simon warned in 1971. What would he say if he is still living to see the social media era of the present day? It may be your own thoughts distracting you or external distractions. Pause and reflect before admitting any thought into your mind. Admit only those thoughts which are closely associated with the subject you are trying to focus on. Another thing, being informed. Life is form. If you are informed, life happens. If you are out of form, it doesn't happen, however much you may try. You can see this happen with athletes and players in football or cricket. When in form, they score goals or runs. When out of form, they score golden ducks. Form goes off suddenly. You enjoy it one moment and achieve, and it's gone the next moment. In life, you have form for one thing and don't have it for another in a given moment. You should have the skills to identify only those activities for which you have form and do them, and refrain from doing things for which you have no form and wait until it changes. Thank you.